What's up, guys? Happy Car Chronicles. Just sitting here with my thoughts and thinking about how it's going to be very quickly that my kids are in the I don't know how to explain it. I want to say like the digital world, but it's not digital. They're going to be so intertwined with technology that it's something that we can't go back to. Like me growing up, and it's gonna age me, and I always think about my parents when they say, well, when I grew up, and great grandparents, it's all the same thing, right? So like obviously technology is just multiplying upon multiplying every year, and it's changing and advancing and etc. But I can just remember being bored still when I was little, when I was younger, even in like high school. I had a flip phone. And I remember the attachment I had to that phone. Whenever I got a text message, I had to answer it. And I can only imagine how that, developed my own personality. And I can't fathom kids growing up with this stuff. And they're just not getting a ding for a text message. They're getting a ding for everything. Like, every time something happens, or it's just such a flood of information. And this kind of brings me back into, maybe it's too much constant information. I remember I'm running on the treadmill the other day, and I look up at the TV, and it's a local news station. It goes, weather for you every 10 minutes. And it's like, why do we need the weather every 10 minutes? That's insane. We have nothing better for the television? I just don't understand it. It's just the constant. If you check the weather in the morning, usually you got a decent shot of knowing what the weather's going to look like for that day, why do you need it every 10 minutes? But to think about how our kids are going to grow up and just become more intertwined with technology and just basically become cyborgs is, it's unnerving and also exciting, knowing that it's going to lead to so many possibilities, but it's also going to lead to so many dangers. And I sound so old saying that. It's so hypocritical of me, because I remember I literally had a conversation with my my one friend from jiu-jitsu on Facebook the other day. She posted a picture, and she's like, I remember the days I missed jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai, and girl, me too. Me friggin' too. But I commented on it because I remember being younger, and she was a little bit older than me. She had 2 kids and a husband, etc., and I didn't at the time. And she'd always be like, oh, this hurts and blah, I don't have time for that. And I remember being younger and what do you mean? That just sounds like a bunch of excuses. What do you mean? You don't need your kids. You don't need your husband. And now I'm looking back and I'm just like, oh my God, she was right. And it's always full circle, right? You hear it growing up, and then you're like, never me. Some people do think, a little more advanced than that, but not my Neanderthal brain, I'm gonna tell you what. So those are just my thoughts for today, guys. Happy Friday, Junior, and we'll see you next time.